Today, let's talk transition. What are the drills that you can use to help you transition the club better, get the club in a better slot and path on the way down, and allow you to make more consistent contact or impact with better speed? My name is James Ashcroft. I'm the owner and founder of Tour Physio and Performance in Easton, Massachusetts. I'm a physical therapist, strength coach, and TPI certified golf fitness instructor. And I'm not. I love this game. I love helping golfers like you, younger and older, play better, have more fun, and shoot lower scores, which is what it's all about, enjoying ourselves. So today, let's talk about why the transition is important. Number one, and the proper transition sequence, right? Number one, what we want to have happen. So when we start our backswing, we should lead hips first in our transition. Then our torso comes, our arm comes third, and our hand and club release fourth. And the importance of this is allow us to use the energy that we've stored up well so that we can maximize our speed at the golf ball and we can get the club in better positions on the way down. What can tend to happen for those that struggle to transition correctly or appropriately, we get the club back here. Instead of getting the hips underneath or coming first and the club coming underneath, the hands come early because we're tight or we don't control it well, and we get this across and steep move that usually means the ball for us righty starts left, maybe it stays there, maybe we hit a bunch of cuts and make some compensations. But either way, we're robbing ourselves of power and distance, and we're robbing ourselves of better contact and consistency. So let's start with a couple drills that are simple first and will allow you to get the feel of that separation. I go at length at this. You guys have to move well from your hips. You have to move well from your upper body. And then part of these drills is helping you mitigate or reduce tension in your pelvis or in your lower back that can stop you from rotating efficiently and transitioning efficiently. If you have physical barriers that are stopping you from rotating at the top of your swing, such as you're really stiff in your shoulders, really stiff in your back, you need to work on those first. You can still practice this stuff, but you really still need to work on those pieces to allow yourself to be the most free in your downswing and transition. All right, so drill number one, golf club is all you need. You are going to put a little pressure down the golf club. We're just gonna feel out your rotation. So you're gonna rotate to your left, rotate to your right. Your goal is to keep your your chest steady while you're feeling rotation in your hips. Once you get comfortable there, you can start to add a little bit of speed. Again, try and keep your upper body steady as best you can and rotate as best you can from hip to hip. Drill number two, you're gonna go and work on rotation on one side, again, while still keeping your trunk steady. So you're gonna go toes for balance. Make sure I'm in frame here, but toes for balance. I'm gonna rotate the hip to the left and to the right, keeping the upper body relatively steady as best you can. So I'm doing my best here. I go for 15 to 20 seconds to my right, 15, 20 seconds to my left. You want to try and keep your knees steady. You see how it's a little tricky for me on my left side. I'm a little stiffer here. But your goal is to keep your knees steady and rotate as best you can, keeping your chest steady and your knees steady. Drill number three, and the last one for today that we'll talk about, is getting yourself a little bit more wound up, typically using a wall or a club, and then working on your transition. So now I'm gonna get myself into what I deem more of a backswing position. Okay, I'm still using the club for a little stability, and from here, I'm gonna get my left back to my left and start to rotate. So from here, it's back to my left and rotate. Back to my left, rotate. Back to my left and rotate. So what I'm trying to do here is feel separation from my lower body, and I'm exaggerating the feel, okay, from a position relative to my backswing. If that goes really well, step on the gas, turn, and feel. And try and keep your chest as steady as you can. Now this should get inherently a lot harder. I'm struggling a little bit this myself of getting that rotation. Start slow with this drill, 6 to 10 reps, work up for 20 to 30 reps. As you're working on separation, being acutely aware, make sure it's coming from your hips and that you're not separating a ton or driving the movement from your back. Make sure you're trying to rid yourself of tension, focus on your breathing, focus on kind of how tight you might be holding your hips, right? We don't want to be too tight in our back, we'll make sure we're in a nice neutral position. Play with some of those variables and play with what it feels like to separate. If you're really struggling with this, it's still likely that you've got either some physical tightness, right? A hip's tight, the back's tight, that's stopping you from doing it, or you just need to give it more practice and more time. If you're not sure which is which, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help, or reach out to your trusted golf, healthcare, and fitness professional, and they can bring you through an assessment and also help you out and give you the ins and outs of why you're moving a certain way and what you need to do to improve upon it. Hope you guys and gals found this helpful today. Put some of these things to work, and as always, ask questions. We appreciate, and I appreciate your time and you watching today, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.